Hello everyone. Welcome back to the next tier list video where hopefully, I finish it in this video. There's a chance I might not, because I do actually have quite a lot to say. Oh wait, hold on, I just realized this did not keep the last two images I added. I should add them here now. There we go. There they are. Yeah. Oh, that's awkward. Well, anyway, I actually do have a lot to say about, pretty much everything. Well, not everything. There's, some exceptions, but a lot of things I will actually yap a lot about. And, of course, the first thing in this, category of yapping is starting with the Great Ace Attorney. Oh my god, I love the Great Ace Attorney. Okay, it's probably obvious to... Actually, hold on. Before I go on my full yap session, I did want to kind of look at my ordering again and see if there's anything I want to change. I feel like I'm being kind of mean to Abolish Justice. I have my problems with it, right? But, I like Trucy a lot, and I like Emma. And, that might be, a little more than at least, maybe, probably above this game. Maybe above this. I don't know. It's so hard to, estimate how I feel about this. I don't know. I think I'll do this. But okay, anyway, enough about Abolish Justice. Let's talk about the Great Ace Attorney. I really love the Great Ace Attorney. I bought this game because I was like, okay, well these are the games, the only the only games I couldn't get on my 3DS. And I was like, really specifically, TJ 2, since that one I don't believe has a fan translation of any kind. I think it's just the first game. And I could, there's ways I could cope. I was like, fuck it. I'll just get it on Steam, Get to, read it in full HD glory and everything. Which, I think, did enhance my experience of it. Because, I did really like how the game looks aesthetically. Now, one thing I'll say is, I haven't really watched any of Spirit of Justice, so I'm not gonna speak on that game at all. But part of what has made it slightly, some other reasons, but mainly, is that I can't continue AA5 because I think it looks fucking ugly. Not everyone looks that bad. I think Simon looks really fucking good in that. I guess if I'm thinking about it, it's not obviously, the designs or, the aesthetic compared to, AA4 is, I would still consider a very notable downgrade, but, I can cope with the new characters and, their designs, but I do think all of the old returning characters, well, I guess it's not that many, it's just Phoenix, and I don't even like Phoenix. I don't know. I guess at first I was like, it's just returning characters, and I was like, there's not that many returning characters. I don't know. I guess it's mainly the face portraits, maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of I gaslit myself a little, but I don't know. Actually, wait, no, Apollo. Oh my god. Sorry, I forgot Apollo. Well, yeah, that's the other guy who looks ugly, but, I think it's a step down. So I was kind of like, what if AA5 is like this? I don't know how much better A6 is gonna be, and I have no idea what the Great Ace Attorney looks like. I had never seen a single screenshot of this game, at all, which is kind of weird. But maybe it just feels weird now because of how how much I have stared at so much of the game and so many screenshots. But anyway. I didn't expect that I would love this game, aesthetically. I wasn't expecting, it'll probably alright, it did come after A6, if I recall. I forget if TJA came before A6, but I know the second game did. But anyway. But then I played it, and I really fell in love with how the game looks. Like, I just thought, like, visually it was great. The music is fucking phenomenal. Everything about it, like, aesthetically and presentation-wise, like, the super dynamic sprites, it looks amazing. Like, it made me, go back from, like, my 3D model hater stance to being like, this is probably the best AA's ever looked. So yeah, I was blown away with it visually. And where was I going with this? Oh, no, I think that's basically my whole kind of like worry about the aesthetic was why I kind of put it off for a bit. But then also because I was like, well, I should probably finish AA6. But then as I kept playing for AA5, I was like, I really don't want to play this game. Like specifically after, like during the second case and like after I finished it, I was like, dude, I do not want to play this game. But I didn't want to gatekeep myself. So, I was building up towards wanting to play TJ. I was like, I want to play it. Like, I do want to play it. Like, I bought it. Like, I should play it, get my money's worth. And then this is the key thing that pushed me to play the game. It was Kazuma. If you watch my video, thanks. But even if you haven't, it's probably not that. Also, I still have my dark mode on. I will turn it off so it looks better. There we go. But it's not obvious that I am, like, he's consumed part of my personality. Like, I'm cooked. There's no other way to put it. I'm fucking cooked. And, like, I kept seeing, like, art here and there from TJ, because after being like the trilogy and like the investigations games, like, I started following some artists. I see this guy and I'm like, hey, he's pretty cute, but like, I should wait. And I was like, fuck it, I'll play the game so that I can be like like I can like the character a lot and also have experienced the thingies from, right? And then I played it, and as I was going through the first case, I was like, oh my god, he is so cute. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm being a little overdramatic, but I really did love the first case. Like, did it like drag a little? Did it make, like, could it have been trimmed down and it probably would be beneficial? Yeah, like, I wouldn't deny that. But like, I loved it anyway. Like, it's my favorite case from the game, like, unironically. Which is definitely, like, probably not a common take, but, dude, I'm just too brain rotted. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay, hold on. I'm all over the place. Obviously, I started playing the game because of Kazuma, and it's so surprising that he's my favorite. But, like, what I want to comment on, too, is that, like, all of the characters are great. Like, genuinely. I can't really think of, like, for all of the kind of the main characters, and then even, like, some of, like, I guess, like, side characters, like, witnesses, stuff like that. Like, obviously not all of them are 10 out of 10, best character ever made, wow, peak fiction. But, like, I think a very strong majority of, like, the characters are pretty good. Like, and then obviously for all the main characters, like Ryunosuke, Susato, everyone, like, I love them all. Like, I think I kind of can't be asked to make an A character tier list just because of how many fucking characters there are. I definitely would have to do, like, probably not no culprits, like, maybe no victims, and, like, you can't cut culprits, but, like, I don't know, like, I'd have to cut a lot of people from it, because there's just some people who are like, I feel so neutral about them. But what I wanted to get to is that, like, I do think about my top 10-ish characters decently often, because once again, I think I said in the last video, but whenever I'm on the treadmill, I just think about stuff. Like, I don't, sometimes I watch things, but I also kind of just like listening to music and thinking about things, or like doing random tier lists and stuff. And like, that includes thinking about The Great Ace Attorney, because I'm always fucking thinking about it anyway. And I think that my top 10 is probably like dominated by like mostly TJA people. Like it's not even funny. And like obviously taste is subjective. We all know that, you know, it's not surprising. But I think that I definitely found that like for me personally, most like all the main characters and then like a good amount of the side people, like I felt that they were just so much more like interesting and like compelling. Those are such boring words to use, like you hear them all the time, but like I don't know, like I truly felt way more attached to like all of these characters than I did for not all of the trilogy characters, because like obviously I wouldn't have beaten them if I didn't like any of them, and the same for like the investigations games. But like I felt for the most part they just stuck with me a lot harder. Like my top 4 is probably like ironically out of like all 8 characters, probably like Kazuma, then like Barak, Sholmes, and then like Susato. Like that's probably like my top 4, like of all 8 people. And then 5th, I have to think about who 5th would be. But like Ryunosuke is definitely in my top 10. Like they're everything to me. I love them all. And there's definitely more people. Like I'm like on the fly right now. I can't think too deep about it, but yeah. So I'm going on this really long ramble. I'm kind of just using this for the opportunity for both, well not both games, but anyway. So I've talked about, I don't know, I love the cast of TJA a lot. And I love the characters, I love the aesthetic. So, you know, obviously TJA 2 is definitely the better game by a very noticeable margin. I don't really think anyone would argue with that. But I think just because how much I love the characters and like how much it, I guess, builds, like obviously TJA 2 wouldn't be nearly as good as it was if the characters and stuff didn't have their build up from the first game. So like I still really love TJA 1. Like I think like this is probably a crime in some countries, but like shit. Okay. Investigations 2 is definitely like the better paced, and like I could get like it's really good. It's really fucking good. But I love TJA. I have such a terrible bias. I guess as I'm deciding, I should yap a little bit more about the first game specifically. I don't know. I enjoyed all of the cases. I think like the first one's my favorite because of like my very big bias. But I don't know. Like I've seen a lot of people, well, a lot, as in like a Reddit post that search that comes up whenever I'm trying to find like official art, and it's like, here's a Reddit post. And I'm like, oh god, just leave me alone. But hold on. My brain is slightly blanking. Oh yeah. I've seen some people like comment on, oh, I don't like the second case at all. Oh, I don't like the 4th and the 5th, and the 5th is way too long, blah blah blah. And like I get it. And I don't really blame I guess I don't blame anyone if they feel that way. But I don't know. I just always had like consistently a lot of fun throughout each case. And it probably in part is due to like Sholmes and like Susato, like obviously the other characters, like I don't know, I just had so much attachment to them specifically, and also like, you know, everyone else like Iris and everything, to where like I didn't really feel bad, or like I don't know, I think like the final game is probably a bit too long, but I don't know, it didn't really hamper my experience of it. Like I don't know, I just had a lot of fun. So like I think I'll do, so I might do like maybe I don't know, maybe like this. I don't know. I love TJ. I'm sorry, guys. like, it's either like here or maybe like here. Also, I think I might lower this to here. I still love it, but it's probably not on quite the same level as like the things that are gonna be in here. I don't know. Maybe I'll let him be the gatekeeper for S tier, just because I love him. Like, he's like my comfort game. But then we have TJ2, and to no one's surprise, is there anything else I want to say about 81? Not really. It's a set piece. We have to talk about it right anyway. So obviously, to no one's surprise, this is, I think, pretty safely my favorite thing of the year. And it feels like there's no build up because it's the second thing we're talking about in this specific video, but I mean, it's just after like 2 hours of build up, so like, it's okay, right? But yeah, I really love this game from start to finish. It was just peak. I think that like the first case of TJ1 is my favorite. Like, I mean, since it's the first one, obviously it means it's my favorite like tutorial case or like first case. But like, I can only get why people would like the second game first case way more, or like more in general, you know. I love what the approach they took with it. I thought it was super unique, like super cool. It also has probably my favorite like witness or like defendant. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, my favorite defendant. I guess technically witness can count too for one of the people, if I'm recalling right. But yeah. I don't know. This game is just it's obviously kind of hard to say everything I love about it without spoilers, right? But I don't know. I felt like most like all of the major characters, I felt like all of their arcs, they landed super well. And once again, the presentation is fantastic. It's peak. I love how animated everyone is. It's all the like different twists and stuff. I was seated. I love it. I don't know, man. It's hard to describe why it's so good. But I mean, obviously, it's obvious I love it. And like, I don't know, it's kind of just become my go-to game to shill to anyone. Because normally, like I could shill stuff like rants, even though that's my actual favorite thing ever. But like, it's kind of hard sometimes to shill rants. But you know, TJ, like that's good for everyone. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's peak. It's true peak. Is there anything I want to specifically comment on? Well, first of all, I didn't think I had seen on my feed from time, like, oh, you know, like TJA gets brought up and everything, like by a specific like hive mind of people, and like I don't know if I'd be like that. I was like that. That I think is the cruelest thing that has ever happened to me. But yeah, I don't know. I love this game. If anyone wants to hear me yap about it, like, I don't know, talk to me if you played the game. I could yap about it literally forever. Like, I have so much I just love about it, and I think about it a fuck ton. And like, case 4 and 5 is like my favorite fucking thing in the world. Oh my god, it lives in my head so rent free. It's peak. It's my good peak. I don't know. I don't have anything else I gotta say. It's peak. Also, yeah, I don't know. Play the Great Ace Attorney. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's peak. So, I'm also going to use this opportunity to look back at my tier list. Maybe like this, dude. I hate comparing these mediums. These are really all different fucking things. Like I said, this game or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, next we have Superbad, and this is super random. I mean, I think they have like the same like main actor or like one of the leads in it. Scott Pilgrim, but yeah. I don't know. It feels super funny to rank, but I had watched the movie because my boyfriend likes it, and I was like, sure, I'll watch it. Because I forget what service it was on, but you just watch on the TV. It was cozy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say. I have to about this part a lot, but I feel really like unqualified to like properly judge why I like a movie or not. Like obviously for like live action and stuff. So I don't know. I'll just put it probably like here, maybe here. It's one of these two for sure for me. Like I don't know. It was just a lot of fun. It was oh god. Okay. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch. So I liked it a lot. Yo, why is it tweaking? Like whatever, man. I don't know why it's tweaking. It's goofy. Who was it? I was talking to Red, right? I don't know, it was just a lot of fun to watch. McLovin's fucking hilarious. The dynamic between like the two guys there is also very funny. Like I don't know. Saying it's just funny is like dumbing it down a lot, but like I don't know. It was just a lot of fun to watch. That's enough ranking for me. The Blade Runner, however, this shit was peak. I couldn't be like, dude. Oh my god, I hate some of this one's so fucking stupid. But yeah, I don't know. I love this movie a lot. I think what made it stick out to me so much was like, obviously the acting, wow, acting, but like it really stuck with me on that front. Like the performance of the, oh my god, I'm not gonna remember his name. Like the white-haired, like android guy. It was sick. Dude, that sounds so robotic. Let me word that a bit better. I don't know. It's just really good. Like, especially with like I don't know all the iconic moments. They just landed super well. But then also, I really like the kind of vibe the movie had. Like just the general like. I mean, obviously the setting's not that crazy, but like. I don't know, like the rainy atmosphere to have a ton of the time, or just like generally dark and like gloomy. I don't know. I really fucked with it. It was fun. It was like I had watched it and like I just felt hooked the entire time. Like it went by in a blur. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, like it maybe not fun is not the word I'm looking for, but it was peak. It was peak. I liked it a lot. Where I would rank it, maybe like. Maybe like the. Okay, this is like hydrogen bomb versus hydrogen bomb. I don't know. I don't know. This is weird. I don't know. I'll leave it like this for now and maybe come back to it. I don't know. So, next we have Oshinoko Season 2. It's really hard for me to look back at the anime in general, I guess, without thinking about my newfound, very neutral opinion of the manga. So I'm a little conflicted. For like during my watch time of it, I really enjoyed it. Like genuinely, it was a lot of fun to watch each week. I really liked how they like adapted everything, and I thought I don't know, just like this arc in general was probably my favorite. Yeah, I mean that's I think fair enough to say. And it was a lot of fun. It's like I loved like Kana's always, maybe not always. I flip flop between being the Akane #1 enjoyer and like a Kana enjoyer. But like you know, both of those are like my top 2 favorite characters, and you know, I just loved how they did the animations and stuff for them in the arc. And like I know it's so super. I don't know if the term I'm looking for is like. like full of like passion, like loved. Like I don't know, it felt like they worked, like they obviously the style of the anime is different from the manga, and like generally speaking, I think the manga just has, you know, better art, like a better like art style, I guess. But like I don't know, I really loved how the anime looked, and you know, again, it was my favorite arc. It covered a lot of my favorite moments. But it's kind of hard to, I mean, this isn't a fault of the season itself particularly, but it's just hard for me to like appreciate it as much when knowing how I feel about the full like overall product. I mean, obviously I'll save my thoughts for the manga when we get to it, but that doesn't mean ranking this feels very weird. If I had, like, if I didn't feel so neutral about it, like, it would probably be, like, I don't know, like, maybe here-ish? Yeah, that's kind of high, but, like, this range is generally around, like, quite what I'd give, like, all in 8, like, 8, like, yeah, like an 8 out of 10, and, like, that would be where this would go, so it'd be, like, somewhere in this kind of, like, ranking, but, like, because of how I feel with the manga, I may put it here. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it, cause like it doesn't necessarily take away that I had so much fun watching it, and like I don't know, I really like how it looked and everything. I don't know how to word that better. I don't know, the style, it looked good. I don't care. But it like that experience feels ruined now, so I don't know. Whatever. We might come back to him. Next, we have Papers, Please, and this is a very easy top of A tier video game for me. Honestly, it could even reach like a low S if I ever return to it and like kind of experience it again. This was like one of the first things I beat this year, and to no one's surprise, I really loved it. And I kind of had like a build up to playing this game because I beat it, or no, I've had it on Steam for like a couple years, and I boot it up from time to time. I do like the first couple days, maybe first like 10-ish or like a week, and I'd stop playing because I get stuck, or like I'd be like, oh, I'm stupid, I can't do this. And you know, like I had watched a decent, I mean, watched is kind of generous because I would make you, oh, you pay attention to it, you're very smart and intelligent. No, it'd be like background noise from time to time. So like I was decently familiar with how the game went, but obviously I'd never experienced it myself. So, you know, finally playing it was kind of, I don't say like a big deal to me, but like I don't know, it just felt good to finally beat it and like get it off the backlog, you know. It felt nice to clear it off. But yeah, I don't know, I love this game pretty much in every single way possible. The gameplay itself, like the gameplay loop, it definitely is like it requires a lot of brain power, and I'm not always in the vibe to put all my brain power, but I don't know, like there's obviously sort of like a very distinct appeal to it for me. Like, yeah, it's a chore, but like, well, not chore, that's way too negative. Like, actually it feels like work, but like I think that's part of the, I don't know, I like that feel. Weird. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. What the fuck? I just blanked so hard. I'm so sorry. Right, Papers, Please. It's peak. Right, the aesthetic. I really love the aesthetic of it. I love that, I don't know, I've talked about how much I love sprite stuff, so I won't go into it. I love sprite aesthetic. I love how it feels like super gritty and like, I don't know, capitalism, communism, everything. It's got it all. I do like how, like, even though they're not mind-blowing choices in the grand scheme of things. Like, I don't know, compared to like probably some other games. Like, I think like Disco Elysium is something that's like your choices matter. Like, I don't know, shit can vary a shit ton. Like, obviously in comparison to like games like that, like the choices you make aren't that grandiose. It's like, oh, you let a guy in, but you don't let his wife in, he fucking cries. Like, he's gonna go home and he's gonna be depressed. Okay, when I word it like that, it sounds very dramatic. But like, obviously, I still felt each choice. Like, you know, like the guy would be like, please let my wife in. I'm like, oh shit. Like, I'm gonna get like fined for this, but like, you know. And obviously the stuff with like, not just the endings, but I'm not really talking. I mean, I guess that technically matters, but yeah. I don't know. I still like the choices you make in the game, and I felt they carried enough impact for me to like feel bad from time to time and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of thought I don't really have that much more to say about it, but that's okay. The game's very good. I like it a lot. But on something not so good. Ooh. It's something I really wanted to like more. You have the, I'm going to butcher the name, but it's the Dead Demons Destruction. I think it's maybe 4 did it is. I don't know. But it got an anime, and because of my I don't know how to word this. I tend to not like anime adaptations of things I like, or of stories, which is partially because it's the most adaptations of stuff has tended to be of visual novels, and obviously visual novels are pretty infamous for not getting good adaptations. I would be hard pressed to say there are any. I mean, I know a lot of people like the Clannad anime, and I would never, you know, I don't stop their hustle. I personally didn't like it because I don't know. I kind of just like I don't know. I felt it made the heroine route suffer a lot, and like obviously the main meat of potatoes of Clannad is After Story, and I haven't watched that. Like, I haven't watched that season / arc, but you know, obviously that's the main appeal to Clannad, or like one of them. I don't want to undersell it because I do actually like the VN quite a bit, but obviously the main, like most people's favorite arc is After Story. I said that a few times, but like I still did really enjoy reading through all the other heroine routes. So seeing them, I don't say butchered, but like I don't know. They lose a lot of oomph to them without, like, Tomoya, like, being in a more, like, romantic relationship with the girl, and, like, how that would impact how the route goes. So, like, I don't know. They just felt super kind of mid to me. Like, you know, it's definitely a skill issue for me. Like, I should not try to be everything through the lens of, like, this is a like animated version of a thing I like, but it's worse, so I don't like it. But I should see like as more like a supplement, or like coexisting with the material. But I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, I got super off topic. The point was that might not be a bad adaptation, but most of the other ones you hear about, they're ass. Like, they don't really compare. With manga, there have been adaptations that I do like quite a bit, and you know, can appreciate in their own right. Like, I mean, I know Oshi no Ko ending, blah blah blah, but like, I did really enjoy the first season, and I felt like the second season had taken the material pretty well too, and stuff like Bocchi. I'd never finished the Bocchi manga, or I mean, not finished because it's still ongoing, but like, I wasn't. Actually, no, I guess at the time it was out, like when Bocchi was still airing, I was caught up on the manga. And like, I was able to see, hey, this shit improved pretty, like, it's genuinely better. And so like, you know, I like the experience of watching it isn't always complete ass. And, you know, for light novels, I haven't read a lot of light novels, so I can't really speak much for them. I've always felt that the Monogatari novels are better than the anime, but, like, I still have a soft spot for the anime. Hold on, I'm on this really long tangent. The point was, I'm kind of infamous for not liking a lot of anime because I feel like they oftentimes butcher the original material. And, so when this anime got announced, I was very, like, cautiously optimistic. Because for one, you know, for starters, I did really like the art style of it. I thought, hey, you know, it might look kind of nice. It might, like the promo art for it and everything. Like, I thought it looked great. And, you know, I was trying to cope with, like, you know, this story, you know, it might not be hard to capture the appeal of it in animated form. And it's a decently long manga. It's like, I think 100 something chapters, like maybe like 104. Like, you know, but I was like, it might not be complete ass. Like, it's not like something like getting a visual novel adaptation. Like, you know, there was a little copium I could have. So, like, going into it, I was like, I hope I really like this. Because I kind of forgot to preface this. The reason I was so cautious about it was because this manga is probably my favorite manga ever. Besides, like, I guess I don't fully know nowadays. I've been kind of liking Yokohama maybe a little bit more. But, like, regardless, like, top 2 manga, like, just one of my favorite things ever. Like, genuinely, right? And, like, it's something that is very dear to me and gave me a kind of one-of-a-kind experience for manga. Like, because, I mean, the main kind of story obviously involves the aliens and, like, doomsday stuff, which is part of the appeal for me, don't get me wrong. But the other thing that kind of, like, made me love it so much was, like, it was, like, kind of like a coming-of-age type of story, but for girl characters, like, for, you know, some main heroines. And, like, specifically the main girl duo. And, like, I don't know, it's definitely just because of the type of stories I've experienced lately. So, like, it's definitely, like, a me problem rather than, like, a completely general media problem. But, like, I always felt like, you know, I never went through a lot of, like, coming age or, like, stories like this, but about girls. And because of that, like, you know, it felt a lot more relatable. And, like, I don't know, it just made it stick with me way more than, like, I don't know, other shit you might think of. So, it getting an anime, like, I was very mixed feeling about it. And then, you know, it took me a long time to watch it. Like, a long time. Like, I think, God, it started airing in, like, what? Like I think early in the spring? Like, last winter? I forget. But, yeah, something like that. And, like, I only got around to watching it, like, over, like, maybe what was, like, maybe October? Maybe November? And I was really disappointed. Like, it's not all bad. I do think that, like, the art of it is relatively pretty good, and, like, the animation is generally pretty good. And, like, the voice acting is generally pretty good, I guess. But I felt that it took away so much of more of the, like, obviously it's a movie, it has to cut shit, it has to progress through the story in time, you know, get to the end of the story, and obviously they have to cut shit out. So, like, it's not surprising to me or anything, but it was just, it felt so, like, bare bones of what I had liked the manga for so much. Like, I feel like they focus a bit more on, like, the supernatural aspect and, like, less on the girls. Actually, they still get their focus because they're important, but it felt like it pushed the supernatural element, like, the aliens up way more. And I didn't really like that. I do like the apocalypse fight that has going on. Like the build up to the end of the world stuff. And like build up of like Alien and all that. Like I do really love it, and it's definitely part of why I liked it so much, because I guess I don't know if it's kind of spoiled. I don't know. It's just more about the themes itself. I guess it covers, but like obviously one of like a decent amount of characters will kind of comment on like planning, like dealing with the fact that their lives are going to be cut short for something out of their control like that, like relatively out of their control. Like I don't know, it just brought around like stuff like, oh, next summer let's do this, but like next summer ain't gonna happen. So like I don't know, that's just an example. I don't remember any quotes offhand, but it was a very unique experience that I really loved. And like those lines that were like, some of them are still in the show, but it just didn't like that same impact, I guess. And like I think art direction for it's nice, but it is kind of hard to rival the like fucking amazing art from the manga itself. So yeah, there's also some decisions about how they change the order of revealing certain information, probably to make it like to condense it easier for like a show version. But I do think I didn't really like any of them. I've thought like it's been a bit, so like I've had time to think about it, and like I don't know, I can get why others might not care, but I just personally did not like it. So out of like this is probably like this feels like a little mean, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it's bad. Like D would be, I think it's shit, and I don't think it's shit, but like it's hard for me to appreciate it. But for something I actually like, we have the silver case, and this is something I guess I technically haven't owned it for that long, but I had it on my wish list for like 2 or 3 years or whatever, and I'd be like, oh, I gotta play this, and then like, I gotta buy this so I can play it, and then every sale would go on sale, and then I just would forget to buy it, like a fucking idiot. So, I would, what's it called? Oh yeah, I'm blinking. Right, but I finally remembered to buy it this year, and I'm trying to play it. And when I think of it, it's pretty fucking sick. I really love the silver case. I compared to like literally everything here, it's like a one-of-a-kind, trippy, weird crime experience. But like, when I think about like kind of the story it tells and like the characters, like I don't know, just something about it has aged super well in my head. Like, I don't know, my favorite character, obviously I think the main standouts are like Sumio and what's it called? What's it called? Wait, okay, why can't I remember his name? The turtle guy. Dude, what the fuck? Why can't I remember his name? Dude, I might be the biggest fraud ever. What the fuck? Hold on, guys. Dude, what? Why can't... I'm brain lapsing. Hold on, guys. Remind me of the characters' names, please. Dude, what is wrong with me? He's like my other favorite. Like, it's on the tip of my tongue. But I can't remember. Oh my god, wait, it's Tokyo. Dude, what the fuck? What's wrong with me? Oh my god. Anyway. The Tokyo shit. The placebo chapters? Is that what they're calling those games? They're peak. They're all fucking peak. He's a peak, like, protagonist. Obviously, his stories of Lance, because of, like, I don't know, seeing how it intertwines with the other, like, main question mark story, it's really fucking cool. I really liked it. I'm sorry I forgot his name. I'm tired. I'm always tired. What else is there to say about him? Or about the game? Yeah, I don't know. It's like kind of hard for me to describe. Like, I don't know. It's just such a. Did I feel like a fraud? Okay, let me think of for a couple seconds. What made it stand out to me? Like, why would I recommend it? Like, I don't know. The themes, like the dialogue is. It just feels very different from like, you know, like literally every other like visual novel. Maybe not literally every, but like, you know what I mean, right? Like, you think of more popular stuff and it's different from all those. And I think like just on like aesthetic alone and everything, well, like not aesthetic, but like how it ties into how the story is told and like the presentation, like it's very cool and there's a lot to think about with it. I don't know, play the game, it's good. I'm probably gonna put it like here. Maybe. Also, I like if I said H-Star would be like a bottom of S game, but then it kind of ended up being like the top of S. It's really hard for me to pick because these are the most different things of all time. But, I don't know. I will put it here for now, but like it's super close and like I don't know, H I'm going to, it's kind of hard for me to think about it. I'll be right back. Alright, so video games. Ah, my controller just fell. Apparently, pick him back up. Jesus Christ. Alright, so I just ranked, it was, and next we have this is what Monogatari Monster and Off Season. So I was, oops, I fixed him. Well, fix, quote unquote. Ah, stupid thing. Here, that'll do. So I was. It's been a couple, like 2 or 3 years since I watched all of Monogatari, and you know, for a while I've been like, all right, I need to like read all the light novels. I need to get caught up, and then I got to, I think the last book I was reading was Suki Monogatari, so I guess I did make a decent amount of progress, but obviously not fully caught up on like all of the like adapted versions at that time. And then also like there's still a shit ton of books and like arcs and stuff, but I just never got around to finishing it. So when this got announced, I was really excited to, you know, promote Monogatari, because like as I was reading, I was kind of like, is the anime as good as I think it is, or like no? Like I think the novels told me I loved the stories like as themselves. Like I thought they were all peak. Like genuine. I think pretty much all the like volumes, books I read, I thought were all better than the anime versions by like a good margin. So I was trying to think about like are the anime like good as like a standalone thing, or like am I delulu? Like were they actually not that good? And I'm watching this remind me like no, they're all fucking peak. This probably sounds like a really weird thoughts to have. I don't know. Whenever it mainly just came down to like I wasn't sure if I should keep the Monogatari anime and like if I should have it as highly rated as I do, or if like I don't know how to word it without sounding stupid. I just wasn't sure if the anime was as I remembered, right? And it was. It is. It's all peak. For the arcs themselves, they were all really fucking good. Like, all peak. My favorite from them all is probably the Nadeko arc. Partially because she's probably my favorite Mono character. Like, I don't know. I think her growth is my favorite. And it's either her or Shinobu for my overall favorite, but like Nadeko, like, I don't know. She's like a free serotonin dose to my brain. So obviously that was my favorite. But like everything with Shinobu is peak too. Like I don't know, it's all fucking peak. It was really good. I love the style they took with the Shinobu arc, like the one in the past. I won't. Yeah, I'm not trying to get too specific in case you haven't seen it, but yeah, I really loved how the direction they took with it, like aesthetically. It was peak, and it definitely made me a lot more excited to like continue reading them. So yeah, it's peak. I love Nadeko. She's the best. Whereas where I'd put it, it's probably gonna be like, I don't know. My Guardian in general is like one of my favorite things ever. So like, maybe it goes like here. It's either like here or here, maybe. I might go here or like here. It's like as an individual season, like it's, I don't know. I think here, cause I don't know, it can go either way. Like it was definitely super peak, but when I think about the things that have like infested my brain the hardest, it's not up there. It's just like, it's like a step below. Yeah, something like that. But next we have Flower, Sun, and Rain, and oh my god, I love this game. Going into it, I knew literally nothing about this game. I mean, I guess that technically goes for like all of the like Kill the Past games. Outside of like random screenshots, like very few, like very, very few. Like I knew kind of nothing about these games. And like, I don't know, I knew really nothing about this game. And I started playing it, and I was just like, what the fuck is, like, what is this game? But it's fucking peak. It's so peak. Let me talk about why I like it. First of all, the main character, our good guy, Sumio Mondo, he's a fucking loser. Like, I mean this in the most loving way possible. He's kind of a loser. Like, he's kind of a chump. And like, I think one of my favorite things about the game is that the game treats him like a joke. Like, everyone's just talking about how much this guy sucks, and like, like he, oh my god, I can't remember any quotes off the top of my head directly, but like, first of all, he has beef with like a 13-year-old. Like, full on beef, wants to punch him in the face. It's like, fucking this kid, I hate him, he's the devil. Like, like, oh my god, bro, you're a grown-ass adult. What are we doing right now? And, like, all the other different characters, like, like, if he rings the oh my god, what the fuck do you call the like, waiter bell thing to, like, get their attention? Like, he'd be like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, everyone's got beef with him. And like, I don't know, like, the best way I saw like a reply that was like, oh dude, I don't know, I'm fucking plagiarizing, but it was basically like saying that he's like the equivalent of like watching like a sitcom or something, and like the protagonist gets shit on every time, like, or like you're watching that one character who's always getting shit on by the narrative, like that's Sumio, like that's him. It's peak. Like, it's just like, that's just the easiest way to describe it. So obviously there's that, but then also like how the music and stuff. Also, wait, okay, before I continue, I can't stress how much how I love like just the character actions in general. Like, like there's this one guy he's finally praising Sumio. He's like, yeah, you know, you're my hero. Like, you're pretty chill, man. And he just steals his fucking bike. Like, he just steals his fucking bike in front of him. Like, he's a fucking toddler. Yeah. Anyway, but also, besides, like, the interactions themselves, I do also love kind of the, like, atmosphere of the game. Like, obviously, it's on an island, right? And, like, but the vibe it has, like, I don't know, you can tell it and, like, the music that's, like, actual music, but either, like, remixed or, like, how do I describe it? Like, it feels like a parody on, like, I don't know, a stereotypical beach. And I think that does come from, I don't know, the music adds to that. And just general interactions and stuff. Like, it feels like it's a, oh yeah, especially if I remember to edit in, I probably will. Like, the menus, I feel like those, like, stereotypical, like, 90s pop, like, advertisements and stuff. Like, things like that. They all add to the vibe of the game, feeling very like how would I describe it? It's a really good question that I don't have the answer to right now. I don't know. It's just it feels like something so familiar, but also like weird. Like, I don't know. It's a very Peak vibe though. It's got like one of the best OCs ever. It's so good. Like it's a fucking jam. My plan for like these two, hopefully it's 2 videos. I hope it's not 3. Of tier list stuff. I want to play a lot of the OST in it because it's Peak. I don't know if I guess I don't know if I will because I don't want to get like copyright or like I don't know what shit could go on with that, but I definitely want to put, if I can, I will put a bunch of the OST. Yeah, I just love the game a lot. Is there anything else I want to mention? I don't know. Kick a ball into a plane. See what happens. It's Peak. I don't know. I love the game. And the ending, oh my god, dude, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know. It's Peak. Oh yeah, also, I was gonna say, how both the narrative itself takes, you know, it pokes fun at Sumio. He never gets his ass beat. And I also love how, like, the gameplay itself reflects, like, the very, quirky nature of it, too. Like, having to, I forget the exact amount of time. It's some shit like 5 real-life minutes of just walking on the road to get from point A to point B. Like, literally just nothing, just walking, like, just going straight direction, and the game is like, he's like, I have to do this again? He's like, and he's just like, yeah, you gotta do it again. Like, okay. Like, in any, like, you know, in other games, like, that'd be a flaw, right? Like, ugh, walking, backtracking, but it works really well here to me. Like, it adds to the experience of the story. But yeah, as you can see, it's probably, is there anything that might beat it? Ooh, I guess there's one thing that might, dude, I don't know. Anyway, one thing that might be above it, but I think, like, it's, I definitely like TJ2 more, not really surprising. Black Souls 2, I think I like noticeably more, well, noticeably as in, like, I think, like, yeah, it's probably here. Like, maybe on like a, if I ever wake up one day, there's a Flower Sun and South Sun and Rain remake, and Sumio are pouring down my feed. I'm like, oh my god, I just can't hold all this Sumio Mondo. Wow, I love him. And like maybe then it might go above, but like I don't know. Black Souls 2 is fucking Peak as fuck, so I don't know. It's probably like this. And then we go on to the 25th ward, the Silver Case, and obviously this is like, kind of like that little trilogy type of thing, and it was also really Peak. I can't believe you have to replay a specific part like 100 times to get the true quote-unquote ending. Yeah, that's some aura I can't hope to match. Anyway, I love it for pretty much the same reasons I loved the Silver Case. They're relatively the same in my mind. Obviously, this game has a bit more content, maybe? I don't know. My hours might say otherwise. But, like, obviously, I guess when we're thinking of it, it has a good amount more different, like, point of view perspective things. But I don't know. I thought they were all really pretty Peak. Like, I love Shiryabu. He's fucking, that's my guy. That's my fucking guy. And, I don't know, is there anything? The one chapter, or, well, Sumio's in it. And the chapter is like, oh my god, it was such a, like, free dose of serotonin. I was like, oh my god, it's Sumio. I miss this guy. Yeah. Is there anything else I want to specifically bring up? I don't know. It's peak. That's where I'd put it. I'm just kind of yapping a bit. I think I definitely like it more. I don't like it quite as much as Sun and Rain, Fire, Sun and Rain. Mostly because I like the... I mean, okay, aesthetically, like... I mean, not aesthetically, because this game, obviously, it's kind of... I don't want to say ugly, but, like, you know the kind of vibe it has on DS. Like, it's not perfect on, like, a purely presentation level. But, what am I trying to say? Like, I think, like, the vibe all three of these games have is, like, very, like, POG, very based. But I just felt the kind of, the way the island vibe is, like, just, I don't know, the unique space it has in my brain. I felt it, I liked it, I like it a lot more. And I just like Sumi Wando so much. He's fucking peak. So, yeah. Because it has, I would like the game noticeably more. But this game is still really fucking good. Like, don't get it twisted. I think I would probably put it either like here or here. Like maybe like this? I'm not too sure. I was like, I didn't really talk about it as much as I did for, like, I don't know, 5 Thunder, but I don't know. The game's really, it's peak. I don't know, it's peak. I like the ending stuff a lot too. Like the kind of motto it has. I don't know, it just pushes forward the same sort of stuff I liked in Silver Case. And like, better. It has shared Diablo. It's sick. Next, I guess this kind of encompasses the little fan game version of this, and then the manga itself. I kind of forgot to add both images because I kind of didn't care. It's just a very short gag manga. I don't know, not much to it really. I mean, it's funny, and I assume that the characters, like, it introduces a new girl, I think, and I assume she'll be in more stuff, but I don't know. I mean, it's funny. I'll put it above the demon because that shit pissed me off. But here we have Look Back, and this was something I originally didn't have like any interest in it. Well, maybe didn't have any, but like I think I had watched like a video about the one shot like a long time. Well, I guess I don't know how old it is, but like like a year or two ago, and like I knew the plot from that, and I thought, wow, that's pretty good. But I totally blanked on like if I had ever got like an anime or like a movie version of it, and and then like a couple months back, it was like, oh, this is on streaming services now in the US, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But like I didn't really have much interest in it. But then I kept seeing like more and more praise for it from like like English friends and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should consider it. And like I originally wasn't like, I didn't originally have too much interest to start with because like obviously it's from the Chainsaw Man out there. No disrespect to him, he's clearly cooking up something powerful, but I'm not the biggest fan of CSM, so I didn't know, like I wasn't too excited for something else to be like animated and everything, but it's obviously a way different type of story. So at some point I was like, I'll give it a chance. It's only like I think it's only like an hour 30, like an hour, and a lot of, specifically what gave me the most interest was a lot of like artists and stuff are posting about it. And, like obviously artists post about everything. Like we love to draw stuff and talk about stuff, but specifically like they would talk about how it felt. That's a fucking car. How it feel very personal to them. Something like that hits a specific chord. And I do really like that feeling. Like obviously there's a ton of stories I've read that are like they feel very personal, very relatable due to like a character's personality, like their thoughts, like how they think about things. But specifically, one of my weakest points is like a character, or like character slash story focused more on like the struggles and like more like artist struggles, I guess. And I haven't really read or like experienced a lot of things. Like I think like Sakura no Uta, it involves that kind of theme, like about like art and everything. And like I don't know, it's just something that it's very specific, right? But it's something I'm very weak to because like I mean I'm an artist. Like I love to draw. Like I spend a shit ton of time drawing for like college and shit and like all that kind of stuff. And it's just, I don't know, it's just something I like to see explored because I can relate like more heavily to it. Kind of how like, and this is something I want to do a video on at some point, but one of the reasons I love Needy Streamer Overload so much is because I feel like genuinely does capture a lot of the like kind of struggles and like I don't know, a lot of the struggles that kind of come with being like a female content creator. And like that's topic for a different video obviously, but basically it's kind of that same sort of very personal feeling. And I kind of got that vibe that Look Back would be something like that. And that's why I wanted to peep it. And my god, it felt so, I cried like the entire movie. Like past a certain point, like I just could not stop crying. And yeah, it's just something that, oof, I could not. I just cried like a stupid fucking loser the entire time. And like when the movie finished, I was like, oh my god, it's peak. And like yeah, it's genuinely pretty fucking good. Like it really did live up to all that hype. Like all the hype that kind of surrounded it for me, like my expectations. Yeah, it was really good. I think, oh, this is awkward. I mean, I like HSR more than I thought. Fuck, I'm cooked. Maybe like this kind of ordering? Oh, I got more water. Yeah. We'll go with this ordering, I think. I don't know, because like it's so hard for me to accurately judge like my brain rot like enjoyment for HSR. But I don't know, I do really like it. I don't know. I'll leave it here for now. It's so hard to compare everything in this fucking game. Anyway, and this is actually just the Look Back, like one shot. Obviously, the narrative itself is obviously the same. Actually, I guess I should talk a little bit about it. I read the one shot literally right after I had watched the movie, and like seeing how much they like all the little details they would put in and like make it feel more alive and like more animated. Lol. But like I don't know, just seeing how much love and like detail went into it, like it was genuinely like it was peak. Yeah, obviously the one shot itself is like it's way shorter. Well, not way shorter. I mean, yeah, you finish it in less than an hour, so it's definitely shorter. But I do think that like the anime did a lot of things to make the story stand out more than what was in the like one shot, which obviously it makes sense because it's just a one shot. So like I probably was a little bit lower, like maybe like here, because I mean obviously the story itself is so great, like it's still really good, but I didn't the like liberties that the anime takes or the movie obviously is what makes it so like stand out. But obviously this is also kind of like a non-rating, as in like don't take this too personally, like I don't know, like these are more of like a companion pieces to each other rather than me like I don't know. It's so short. I'm bad at rating really short things. There we have Oshinoko. And this is, I don't read that much manga. Like I've read a decent, a very small amount of decently popular things. And like, so I'm not really used to the experience of like, it was basically the only ongoing thing I actively kept up with over the course of like, I think I started reading it was even like 2022 maybe? 2022 or like 2021. I think it might have been, it was like around-ish the time that I think the first season came out. Or like either when it came out or when it was announced is when I had started. No, it was a little bit before that. It's probably, yeah, maybe when it got announced is when I started watching it. Or like something like that. I don't fully remember. But anyway, yeah. I did genuinely really enjoy the like first, I don't really remember, I guess I don't remember chapter totals, but like up to what the second season covers I really loved, and like a bit past that I still for the most part did enjoy, because you know a lot of stuff was kind of feeling like it's building up to kind of future conflicts or future things, and you know I kind of was like, okay, it'll like, I have faith in it. And I think the kind of hate it got towards like not the ending itself, and like when they announced the like final 5 chapters, I think all those 5 chapters were definitely kind of ass, but like I think that like a bit before that time frame, I think, I don't want to say it got undeserved hate, but people would blow certain things like super out of proportion, super out of context, super like I don't know how to word this properly. Like it would basically be like the new hit thing to just constantly shit on it without like actually reading it. And obviously you don't have to like it. Like I don't, like you're obviously valid to not like it. But I felt it was maybe like a little blown out of proportion. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna like fucking argue hard on the hill of it being like it was actually peak the entire time. But like I don't know. I felt I still liked it even when it wasn't quite as good. Like maybe if like the first like 2 main arcs, if I give like those like an 8, like I guess or like a 7. Like the rest of that was like maybe like a 6. So you know, I thought it was definitely like not as good. But like it wasn't bad, and that's just kind of the main distinction I guess I wanted to make. And then as the final few chapters dropped, like I kind of had to stop. Like I didn't really even want to bother. Like I mean I was never going out of my way to like hyper defend it or anything, but like I was just kind of like, yeah, this is kind of ass. Like the like. Obviously, I don't want to talk about spoilers or anything, but I just don't like, there are certain aspects about the ending that I don't think would be bad to happen on their own individually, but the writing of the final few chapters has been, it was so not good, and making characters do very, very stupid things that go against their entire character was kind of not like, yeah, I don't know, it's kind of hard to word about, I guess, spoilers, but like, I don't know, it just felt, it reverted a lot of character development and like stuff. So like, I don't mind like a sad or like a bittersweet ending, or like, I don't know, something that's like, it sucks, or like it makes you feel empty, but I think he just fumbled with it super hard. Like I love depressing shit. Like I love fucking Black Souls. Like there's a ton of things. I mean, it's probably not that apparent with like the stuff I have here, but like I do genuinely like things that make me feel like shit. But like it was just executed super shit. I don't know. So where would I put it? I don't know. It's awkward because like the ending left me super mad. I mean, not super mad. I'm like, I was like, I was like, ugh. But I still do like I like stuff like the art itself a lot is good. Like the first 2 arcs genuinely still really good in my opinion. Or like I still like them. And then like they just but like knowing that they fumbled literally everything about it. Like it sucks. Like maybe here. Am I putting it under Apollo Justice? I don't know. Maybe here? I don't know. I don't know. Like, it could also, like... I feel like... I still like Akane a lot. And, like, I don't know, I like Kana... but, like... I don't know. I'll put it here for now. I mean, honestly, comparing it to, like, Banjo is... It's not a real fucking comparison to be had, but, like, I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, both of these stories have cool intros and shit endings or something. Just kidding, guys. I know there's probably a lot of people who like a Final Case, but not me. I don't know. I'll leave it there for now. Next we have Hana Shidasu? Something like that? Sorry, I'm stupid of words. But, this is by the... Sorry, I totally blanked for a moment. This is by the Muramasa author. I think this was the story that he wrote before he worked on Muramasa. And, you know, I kind of knew about that. And, you know, that made me want to read it. Like, just kind of on principle alone. You know, like, by, like, Nitro Plus and everything. But then also... The main guy, you know, he's like... He's a twink. And he's got a sword and he's got an attitude, and unfortunately because of Kazuma I find myself just I've had to become more of a sword enjoyer, so I wanted to read it mainly because of like crossover ideas with Kazuma. Like, that was my main driving force, so yeah, that's kind of makes me sound very uncool, but it's the truth, unfortunately. But anyway, it's also very short. It's like I don't know, like a 6, 7, 8 hour VN. Like, that's pushing it. It's very short, so I know I can get through in like a day or two. And yeah, it was nice. The ending is yes, the ending of all time. At least like the meme ending is literally the ending of all time. The kind of true ending, well, I guess I don't know if it's true, because I think there's like fucking sequel games, but the like main question mark ending, I thought it was executed pretty well. It's got a very cool vibe to it that I can appreciate. The main guy, Akane, he's a fucking dickhead, but like it's kind of refreshing to have like a complete asshole of a protagonist. Like, I don't know. I've been in, like, I don't, honestly, not every protagonist needs to be some like quirky asshole for me to like them, but I think I'm at like a side of a point where, like, I don't know, traits like that, like, they're nice to see in a protagonist. Like, you know, that's usually say for like the other guy. But yeah, I don't know. It was a fun read. There's not too many like twists, I guess, that happen or like occur. But I think the ones that are there, you know, they're pretty good. It's pretty cool. You know, it's pretty cool. Akane's cute. I like him. I don't know, not much else to say. I'd probably put it maybe like here. Probably like a little lower than these, generally speaking, but like it's a very cool experience. I'd recommend it. It's short as fuck. You got it. Speaking of swords, this was also one of the early things I beat this year. And it's kind of just remained in my head, like, rent-free since I beat it. It's gonna go up here, actually. I think it probably goes right there. Like, I think it's, like, the perfect spot for him. I really loved Katana Zero. I don't remember how much I had talked about my experience of, like, action RPGs, or just, I mean, it's not an action RPG, but what the fuck genre is this? Like, is it like a plat? It's not plat. Is it a platformer? I don't know. Fight 'em, beat 'em up. I don't know. I guess I've talked about most of my experience of games, like, growing up was all RPGs and, like, Kirby and stuff. So even if things are, like, it's not that different, like, that mind-blowing of a genre, like, I don't know. I just like playing other things that are new to me. And obviously Katana Zero felt very new to me, like, different. But, like, oh my god, it's so fun. It's, like, it's really, I think part of it comes from, like, the, like, sound design and, like, the choices they made of stuff, that it feels so good to, like, cut people. It's really fun. I really, like, I would love to get into, like, speedrunning it, because it looks sick as fuck to, like, go fast in it. Obviously, I guess, yeah, it kind of has, like, the same appeal as, like, I guess something like Celeste did for me, where, like, you know, I'm fucking terrible at games like this, but, you know, I get to keep trying, and that's fun. But yeah, like, aesthetically, the game is fucking peak, you know, the usual pixels feel, but, like, also, like, the atmosphere of the world itself, peak. The music, fucking actual fucking cinema. It's peak. It's perfect. I fucking love it. I got sidetracked on my thoughts, but also, like, obviously aesthetically and, like, music wise, everything is perfect, and, like, gameplay wise is perfect too. But then also, like, the narrative itself is, like, surprising, well, not surprising, but, like, it ended up being a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. Like, it's obviously nothing super crazy, but, like, the plot twists and that shit got me, like, going, what the fuck? Like, it was peak. Like, I didn't expect for the, like, kind of main twist, I would say, at the end, involving the guy. It was peak, though. I really, really loved the game. Is there anything I want to specifically comment? I know. It also, like, in hindsight, like, after, this is obviously before I played DGA, so, like looking back on it's like a fucking another Swordman game that I love too, so, yeah. Is there anything else I want to say about it specifically? It's just really fun. Playing levels just randomly from time to time, like, that shit is fun. I'd love to get all achievements sometime too. Unfortunately, I'm bad, but it's all good. I don't know. I don't have too much to say about it in comparison to itself, but I love it a lot. And now, this is something that maybe, like, I probably maybe shouldn't have put here, but I wanted to, mostly because I wanted an excuse to talk about it. Like, I want an excuse to talk about ReZero. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, like, this, obviously it's not finished. I think it's 8 episodes in, and I think this was supposed to be 16, and, like, the next, the next 8 or whatever will be out, like, next, I forget if it's, like, February? I think it's sometime in February, because I have, like, the day counter thing on Analyst. But yeah, obviously, it's not complete, but I just mostly want to kind of rank my overall thoughts on, like, ReZero stuff, I guess. But I don't know, I loved it. It was peak. I think it was the one with his speech. Was it episode 7 or 8? I don't know. Whichever one it was, I loved it. It was fucking peak. It was all peak. I loved it. It had been a while since I experienced, like, anything ReZero related. Like, I watched the 2nd season. I mean, I guess it wasn't last year. It was the year before? It was 2022. But obviously, it had been a hot minute since I had watched it. And, you know, sometimes I'm like, do I like this as much as I think I did? Like, or like am I Delulu? Like, I don't know. But then like watching it again, I was like, oh, I do actually just love like this series and like the characters and like it's just one of my favorite casts in general. I love Subaru. I would die for him. He's the fucking GOAT. I love him. God bless him. I will eat him. He's like a cookie and like I'm gonna go I don't know. He's peak. I love everyone. Like truly. My other favorite might be Beatrice, but like everyone's peak. And I don't really be in front of a specific favorite. Also, Cosmos Beast. I'm sorry. I had to bring it up because I was thinking about it because I wanted to draw something right. But that's besides the point. Yeah, I really like. Obviously, like realistically, right? You shouldn't rank it early or anything like that. But like, I'm still gonna put it. I was still gonna put it anyway because like I don't know. I just wanted to consider this more like, I don't know, overall ReZero opinion. Even though I haven't moved them for anything else. It just gets biased because I like it. I'm sorry. Anyway, it's peak. I don't know. Like, the season itself, maybe... I mean, it's not even done. What the fuck am I talking about? But like, I don't know, maybe... I don't know, maybe like here. But like, I had a lot of fun watching it. And like, I don't know. I got some of the light novels too. Like, my goal is to catch up from the beginning because I want to see what the like first season. I mean, I think all of them cut content because that's just life. But I want to see what I heard that most still got cut from like the first 3 arcs. I think it is. So yeah, and I'm gonna catch up on like but she's a web novel and stuff too. I got so much shit to do. I need infinite brain power and time, but yeah, I don't know. Considering an exception, I just want to chill. I just want to talk about it because I had a lot of fun watching it, and I can't wait for more of it. Yay! Here we have Ever 17, and I started this 95% because I desperately wanted to read things on my PS Vita because it's cozy. It's really cozy. Like just curling up like a shrimp and like reading things. Like it's a lot of fun. And then also because I heard it had, one of those mind-blowing plot twists and all of fiction, like all of media, like it's peak. And I was pretty curious about that. And I enjoyed it quite a bit, honestly. One complaint I had saw was that the slice of life stuff drags on too long, and like it sucks, and like it takes too long to get going, and like I mean, I guess relatively speaking, right, like I can get the complaints, but I also felt that they were like when I was reading it, I was like is this really that bad? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, genuinely, I always felt that, like, obviously the VN is at his best when everything is going wrong. When everyone is dying, or, like, when there's more conflict, right? But, like, I don't know. Part of why the conflict's good is because it gets built up with the characters. So, like, I don't know. I didn't mind the slice of life so that much. I felt the circumstances of it and, like, the dread of being trapped in a fucking, not boat, but, like, we'll call it the glorified boat. Like, obviously, like, I don't know. I feel like those experiences are, like, super valuable. And, like, seeing how every character, like, starts to crumble and everything. So, yeah. But then also, like, once you get to later on and like the mystery starts building up more and more, and like seeing everything unravel itself is really it was generally pretty good. I meant genuinely. It was really good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any. My, I guess, biggest gripe with it, I think I said it in like my media thread, but I did feel that, like, obviously the story itself is pretty good, but, like, I don't know how to word this in a not stupid way, but, like, I kind of don't really care too much about the characters themselves. I cared more about like their circumstances and like the story, but like I didn't have very many like passionate feelings towards each of the characters. I don't know how to like describe it. Like, I don't know. It's gonna sound too stupid. But I'd put it probably like maybe like here-ish. I'd probably like anything more than that. Maybe like a bottom of A, top of B type game. Like, it was quite good. And like, I think like, obviously I have my problems with it, but like, thinking about like how old this game is, generally speaking, and like how it's definitely like influenced people, and like, I like, it gives me a lot more respect for it, for sure. I don't know, it's good. It's good. So we're making way for the games, holy fuck. Okay. But here we have Demon's Roots, and this was a game I got shilled to a bunch by like one specific friend. They're like, "Oh my god, Jordan, you love rants, you love Black Souls, you gotta play Demon's Roots." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll play Demon's Roots." And then like out of the blue, like I think it was like some people on my feed had just talked about just finishing it or like its peak, and I was like, I'm kind of getting the urge for this game, I'll admit. And then I finally played it, and oh my god, it actually is fucking peak. It was, oh my god, I oh my god, I'm like, I can't even speak. It's just, I'm overwhelmed by peak. Yeah. Okay, where do I even start? First of all, I love the protagonist. Obviously, I think, honestly, all of the characters are really great. Like, all of the main characters, and all of them peak. But I think, in particular, my favorite character is, obviously, it's Selpoka. And I felt that her and Lily, yeah, that's her name. Yeah, I felt that they both had, like, such a good story. And, like, I thought that, like, all the characters, they built off each other super well. And, like, the various twists and... Selpoka's peak, though. She's definitely just genuinely... I feel like I say that so much, but is there any better way I can put it? I don't know, she's one of my favorite protagonists ever, like, for sure. And, she's so good. She deserves the entire world. But yeah, I love it, obviously, but you can probably tell by the name, it involves demons and, like, playing as them, and, like, it's nice to, it's like a different kind of feel because of that, playing as, like, the demons and not just a stereotypical, like, well, I mean, I guess there's like people in the party, but like instead of it being like more ragtag group of heroes, it's like it's a fucking group of demons. Like there's a unique feel to it that I think also helps boost the appeal for me. But yeah, I don't know, it's peak. Obviously, I think that I could guess someone thinks that the early-ish stuff is maybe not underwhelming, but like it's not like the tippy top of peak. But, like, I think past a certain point, the chapters just get better and better, and, like, the story gets better and better, and, like, I just had to binge it. Like, I would just think about the game too much, like, oh, God, I gotta keep playing, So, yeah, I really love this game. I think it will go either, I don't know whether I like it more or less than Moon. I haven't really actually thought about it before. I've probably talked about Moon, like how it's such a different experience, like vibe-wise, if something like this. Fuck. I think I'll leave it here for now, and then maybe come back to it at the end. But like, it's quite good. It's very good, obviously, and I do love it a lot. I love Selpoka. I miss her, she's so good. But yeah. Next we have Ys 2. And as you can see, this is the start of a little a little, well, okay. If it was like the proper ordering, it would be like these 3 things back to back. I'm going to use Pinch. I'll admit it. But used to, I was, after Ys 1, I was like, yes, this is a good game. Seeing, like, there's a novelty to it. But then, I didn't expect for this game to be, like, such a massive upgrade in, like, every single way to Ys 1. Which, it's really impressive. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. Yeah. I don't know. My feelings on it are generally the same as Ys 1, but I do like it more. For sure. It probably might go either like, maybe like here-ish? Like here? Probably here-ish. Yeah, that seems right about right, actually. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about it. I still am not the biggest fan of like the combat system or anything, but like it's cozy, it's comfy, and like the whole like gimmick of like switching forms and like I don't know, and like the different dialogue that you can get with like the different enemies and stuff while you're transformed. Like that's really fucking cool. Honestly, yeah, I'm not giving this game enough credit. I mean, okay, I guess I say that I'd still probably keep it here in the grand scheme of things, but like there's actually a lot of. Do I? Is it? It could go here. I don't know. I don't know. That's hard to compare. Stupid. Weird. But yeah, there's a lot of very cool improvements and like stuff to it. So it's a game I respect. I enjoy. Next we have Ys 6, the Arc of Noctism? Something like that. This game I really, really liked. Like, I liked it maybe more than I should, but I don't know. It was so, like, it's, like, super cozy to play, even though the game was hard. Like, it was a little tough. It was a little tough. I had to, like, bust my brain, grind an extra level, because I didn't want to lose more. But, it was a very fun vibe. The music in it, mwah, it's peak. It's just I don't know. The best way to describe this game in my head is cozy. But like obviously the story isn't anything like super dies of peak, but like it's fun. It's very fun. I don't know. The character interactions are cute. I like Idol. He's cute. He's cute. He's very cute. I'd probably put it like maybe like low key, probably here. Do I like it more than Papers, Please? Maybe I should do like this. I don't know. Like, it was just it was fun. Like, I don't know. Like compared to this game, which we'll be getting to as the final entry in this tier list. Like, it's definitely noticeably worse. And I can imagine if you go in, like, a different game order, like, you play something like, ugh, this shit feels fucking ancient. But, like, I don't know, like, I loved it. I don't know. Doesn't change my experience with it. I'll leave it there for now. It could potentially go here, too, but, like, maybe like this? We'll do that for now, I guess. No. Alright. Next, we have Rosen Maiden, and I read this entirely for the one Gothic Lita girl because she's very cute and her design is very me-esque. Because she gave me, like, Am vibes from Rand's Quest, and that's my wife, so that's the entire reason I read it. I'm in the midst, I guess I can use that for you to talk about, so I'm going for 2. I'm in the midst of, like, the sequel, which is also just called Rosen Maiden, excuse me, what the fuck. Yeah, I'm in the middle. I'm almost, like, chapter 20, I think, and there's, like, I think 60 chapters? But this is the first part, and it was only like 40. This manga obviously it wasn't that standout, but like obviously the whole kind of point of it is to build towards the sequel, and the sequel has been noticeably more enjoyable. So this isn't really gonna get that high of a rating for me, but like it was still fun to read. Like it was having any manga under Oshinoko feels a little weird, I'll admit. Even though I technically have that. Forgot about this already. Nah, I don't know. It's probably like it's nothing crazy. It's not like it's bad, but it didn't leave that big of an impact. But I wouldn't like. I don't really hold that against it too much. It was still cozy. It was still a cozy read. It was fun. I don't know. So here we have Dan Da Dan. Also, yeah, I don't know, but I did actually end up liking all the girls more than I expected I would. So I mean, that was cool. But yeah, I don't know. I will reserve more of my thoughts for after finishing the sequel. But let me tell you, it's fine. I really like that. But yeah, here we have Dan Da Dan, and this I went on like a slight roller coaster of like my expectations of this. I remember I had some friends post about the manga a ton, like so much, like this is peak, this is peak, this is peak. And then and that's what I was getting, like an anime adaptation. And I was like, I mean, that's pretty cool, but like, I don't know if I'll watch it. Like, you know, I like to say I hate anime. Not entirely serious, but like, low key, maybe like a little. But on a serious note, like, what's it called? When I'm having a slight brain delay. What the fuck? Jesus. Yeah, so I wasn't sure I was gonna watch it. And then I was like, as the time got closer, you know, I started seeing more like footage. Like, I started to see more hype for it. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll get wrapped up in the hype, you know. I sometimes like to peep seasonals, and like most of the time I might watch like a seasonal or two and not get bored of it and I'll drop it. And like this season, especially with this show, there was like an astounding amount of dog shit being aired. Like, I know that there was Ranma 1 Turmeric, and I know that was pretty cute. I'm kind of waiting because I kind of want to read the manga and stuff first. But you know, like there's that show. I've heard that's pretty good. But at the time, like the highest rated things was ReZero Season 3, which obviously, you know, I was excited for. I was there. I was like, I would be there no matter what. I guess technically Monogatari crossed into it a bit, but I'm not gonna count that. Yeah, because that was way before. Okay. But yeah, and then there was like the other highest rated thing besides Dan Da Dan was like Blue Lock Season 2. And you know, I apologize to all my friends, all my followers. I'm not fucking watching Blue Locks. So you know, I was like, there's gonna be like fucking nothing good this season anyway, or like barely anything. So like I can afford to maybe slot on like a season anime and see how it goes. And then I was really impressed with it. Like the animation, like oh my god, it was peak. I was like, okay, you know, I get the vision now, and I just end up staying consistent with it and watching it. Like pretty much every week I would be caught up on it, and it was a lot of fun. It had been so long. I mean, I guess technically with Monogatari, I was decent at keeping up with it, but there was a time where I just stopped watching like 6 episodes. Like I got lazy. Because there was a time where I had to watch like a shit ton of episodes at a time to be like officially caught up. So yeah, and then with ReZero, like I was watching that too, but like until like this kind of section of anime, like where's my mouse? Oh, there. Or like I saw it, but like it wasn't moving. I was like, what? But yeah, until ReZero Season 3, Monogatari, and this, like it had been so long since I had finished like. Okay, wait, I lied. There's Oshinoko Season 2. Okay, until this stretch of anime, like these all here, I had struggled a long time to finish like anything. Like I don't think I finished many anime last year either. it was a very, very tiny amount. Like, I guess for reference, until Oshi no Ko finished, or like season 2 finished, I hadn't finished an anime this year. Like, in that, it was like, what, like September, October? Like, it was a long time, like, into the year, and I hadn't finished anything besides the 2-part OVA, which I'm not gonna count for, like, that type of total, you know? So, yeah. But anyway, all that build up, I was really surprised with it. And I was really excited to watch it each week. And I think it's because of that, like, I don't know, it was so much fun. I really loved the dynamic between Momo and Okarun. Like, I will admit, completely, ever since being in a relationship, like, I am just extra weak to super cute romances. Like, it gets me in a very specific spot. Like, oh my god, it's so cute. I love it. Yeah, I don't know. You got me fucking kicking my feet. It's cute as fuck, but also like the trippy part for the aliens, like it's fun as fuck too. I don't know. There's a lot to love about it. And you know, like characters like what's her name, Ira, and now there's Gigi. You know, like at first I thought I was gonna hate Ira. Well, not hate her, but like I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like her. But by the end of the show, or like by the end of the season, I was like, okay, I like her a lot. Actually, she's adorable. And same with Gigi. I forget his actual name, but him, the newest guy. Like I love how animated he is. Like I don't know, he's kind of low-key Jordan core, but we're not ready for that conversation right now. But yeah, I liked him a lot, and I'm starting the manga now too. You may have noticed in the last video I did already have Dandadan up here. It's because it was at episode 11 at that point, and I was like, if I happen to get, because I wasn't sure how long I would be recording for that like video, and I wasn't sure, but I was like, just in case, like, it's almost done, like, I can at least rate it, because I was pretty confident in how I felt about it already. And I finished it, I was like, okay, well, it just kind of happened to wait, because it's been a couple of days since I recorded that, so, yeah. Yeah, I really loved it. I'm really excited for season 2. Yeah, I don't know. I just loved the dynamic between them a bunch. That, honestly, like, all the kind of character interactions, they, like, all bounce off of each other really well, so... yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'll probably give it a very solid, like, maybe like here-ish? Fuck, this is hard. Probably like something like this, maybe? Like this, I don't think it's... I don't know. I mean, this is still really good, obviously, but I don't know. I'll leave it here for now. I had a lot of fun. Like, I don't know. Compared to the rest of these things, like, it doesn't strike. It didn't. It's like some very personal. I mean, I guess I don't know. The room itself is very, very fucking cute to me. Like, oh my god, it's so cute. Oh. But yeah, I don't know. Compared to like other stuff, it's not as like a personal love or like something that resonated with me on like a personal level, but like I don't know, it was just fun. It was peak. And yeah, I'm really excited I'm gonna start the manga from the I've started the manga from the beginning so that I can get caught up. So yeah, exciting. Next here we have Trails of Cold Steel 2, and I don't know how to feel about this game. It's been a long time since I beat it. I don't want to say it's bad. Like, I wouldn't call it bad. But, like... I wouldn't be surprised if this changes by the end of, like... Well, not by the end, but, like, by Cold Steel 3... And, okay, let me place my layout, kinda. Okay, these are just floating in space, whatever. Like I wouldn't be surprised if maybe by the end of like during Cold Steel 3 that like the cast of class 7? That's what they're called. I forget. But I wouldn't be surprised if by then like they grow on me more. Dude, is that what class 7? I don't know. I think that's what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if they grow on me more over it. Because it's not like I'm opposed to liking them, but I just could not get into the cast like that much. Besides, like, well, I like Marine a lot. I like Crow a lot. I like Toa a lot. I like Fee a good amount. I would say I like her a lot. Like not relative. So like backhanded. I do like her a lot. Like she's still pretty great. Who else? I like Gaius, the other blonde guy. I like him quite a bit. Rufus himself, he hasn't done a lot there. Well, I mean, he's done some stuff, but like, he's not. Most people like him for stuff that happens in later games, from what I understand. So like, obviously, like in comparison to that, like I don't have as high an opinion on him. However, he's extremely hot. So like, you know, I like him a lot. Like we're bros already. Like we're homies. Like, fuck it, I like him. But yeah, like, but besides them, like I don't want to say like every other character sucks and I hate them and I hope they all blah blah blah. But like, I just didn't really feel that strongly towards them, I guess, when I kind of hoped I would. So, my feelings on it is, like, very, this is like 6 out of 10 worthy, I don't know. Like, it's not a bad game or anything, but I don't, like, I can see why people like it. But, like, the final arc, I was just like, ugh, please end. And, like, I don't know. I just got, I also got very, very, very burnt out during it. Like, after Cold Steel 1, I played through some of Cold Steel 2. I dropped the game for, like, probably, like, half a year. Because I played it during, like, last summer. Like, on and off during work. And then I didn't play for, like, the entire school year. Until like early this year. So yeah, I guess that's probably close to like maybe not 6 months, but like actually it might have been close to 6 months. I would have to see the exact timeline, but yeah, I don't know. I saw like yeah, it was okay. It's very okay. I can see the appeal for others, it's just not for me, I guess. But I'm still really wanting to go through Trails, Summon Jerome, because like, I'm super excited for like Kuro, or what, Trails into Daybreak, Trails into Reverie. Like, those games like super peak, and like, I'm really excited for them, and like, I've heard, obviously something like Cold Steel 4 is pretty polarizing of people, but like, I don't know, I'm still excited to experience 3 and 4. But I just see that I'm still like, I just felt so much burnout that like I had to step away. But yeah, it's something I'm kind of considering streaming Cold Steel 3. Like honestly, like it might be a good way to motivate myself to keep playing for the game. But yeah, I don't know. I feel bad, but yeah, it probably goes around here-ish. Like, I don't know. I don't think it would go much lower. Cause like I like it more than like these things. It's also fun gameplay wise too. Like gameplay is might better than Octopath, but like I don't know. The story is still kind of what I would like. I generally value game. Obviously, gameplay has to be good if you make you play a game, or like if you make me play a game usually. But like. In like a game like Trails, I'm kind of caring more about the story, so it fall a bit more flat if I don't care about it as much. Or like the characters. Yeah. Sorry to all my friends and family. Next here we have the like little D streamer Overload, kind of like, what is it? Little side spin-off game that came out. I think It might have came out last year, but it got like officially released on Steam and everything this year. It was released this like early this year. I don't totally remember, but I mean, there's not much to say about it. I love NSO. I love Ame. I love her to death. Top 3 character of all time. Like, genuinely, I love her. There's not too much to say about it, but I mean, more Ame is more Ame, so like, it's already peak video game for that. Alright, like here-ish, like a 7 out of 10. Like, it's nothing crazy, but I mean, it's Ame, and I love her. I did like the little like second like little mini story it had, and it has a lot of like Alasop reference. Like, I think it's specifically like her and like the side of like a Rance 4 CG with Alice, I think it is. No, or like Rance 3. Definitely Rance 3, because it's more like pixely. I don't know. You know what I mean, guys. Whatever. I don't feel like yapping more about it. Rance, I liked it. It made me happy. Next we have here the Minish Cap, and this game was like low-key the definition of cozy. As you can see, I think I talked about it with these 2 games. It was part of my little like, I want to play more Zelda games moment, and this was one of them. And because it was on NSO Online, I was like, yeah, why not, right? It was really fun, honestly. It's very cute. It's super cute. Like, this game art style is adorable. Beyond that, my memory of it is low-key kind of bad, which I'm not really sure why. I guess just because I don't think about the game that much. But like, I don't know. It's a very... excuse me, sorry. It's very like, you know, it's a decently short game. But like, I don't know. It's cozy. I don't have a lot to say about it. I'm also kind of just looking forward to being done with this, because it's been a long time. But I don't know. It's just a cozy game. Stuff like the OST and stuff isn't too mind-blowing outside of a few songs, but like I think the dungeons and like the different items, like the Pegasus boots, I don't know, it's kind of got that, makes sense it'd be like a somewhat Link to the Past feel. Not the exact same, of course, but like it's got some of the similar-ish vibes, right? For some of the items, so, like I like that. I'd probably put it like, maybe like here-ish. Yeah. I don't know. This is such a fucking clusterfuck to things to order. But yeah, next we have Star Ocean, like R, the second story, I think is the full name for it. And this game was peak. Like, it's actually pretty fucking peak. Once again, I love the art style a ton, but also, like, action RPG stuff is fun, and it's very fun here too. It flows very smoothly. It's just a lot of fun. It's my first Star Ocean game I've like full on beaten, and it definitely made me want to actually like try the other games, which is cool. The story itself isn't too like mind-blowing, but it has its good moments and like good dialogue, especially like with Claude and stuff. It's once again, I like to say the word cozy a lot. It's very cozy. It's very comfy to play, you know. I also like, this is probably the newest game okay, not the newest game. It's definitely a fucking lie. It's one of the newer, because yeah, I previously like right there. It's definitely like, I don't know, just general, like, quality of life stuff always feels nice. It makes it just very smooth to play. Like, you know, you don't need to look anything up. I like how it has, you know, different characters that you can recruit. Like, you know, it means that each playthrough can be, you know, decently different, and like, I respect the replay value. And like, actually, that's the 2 protagonists. I went with Claude because he's cute. And I got chilled him more, but they both seem pretty cool. You know, they're both valid. Yeah, I don't know. I like that you have a bunch of like different options for like party members and stuff. I like the, like, oh my god, I don't know what they're called. Like there's I think a name for it in game, but I really don't remember. But basically just the additional like conversations and like interactions and like events I want to say companion event, but I don't know if I'm like thinking of like some other like game. But I don't know. Just getting to interact with the characters, it makes them feel more like a part of the team. Like, I don't know. It's cute. The interactions themselves are obviously cute too. Yeah, it's just a very fun game that I had a lot of fun with. It probably goes like maybe like here. Maybe? Would I say I liked it more than TJA? Dude, it's because I'm too afraid to admit that this is my truth. That this is my truth. That I like it more than these things. Or is it just like my bias for the site? I don't, you know, fuck it. I don't fucking care. It's my tier list. I will leave it. I will leave it here. Leave it there. Yeah, this is, yeah. Whatever. We'll leave it like that. Next here we have the Thousand Year Door remake. Oh my god. I'm more gonna be upfront. It's going very high up. It's probably going here. It could go here, but I think here. I think, so like obviously like, generally speaking, there are a decent amount of things where I think the remake is definitely worse than the original, right? Like 30 FPS feels like, I guess I don't mind 30 FPS inherently, but like it feels like, it definitely feels a bit like noticeably more sluggish than the original. Things like random no, I don't have a problem with like the music or anything. It's mainly just the 30 FPS thing and oh my god, what the fuck else? Oh, the text box speed being kind of slow. When you, I don't think you can skip it. I might be misremembering that, but I think you can't, or like can't go past it faster. So like obviously the game feels a lot slower than the original does, which I think on like a first ever playthrough, like you don't know anything about the game, you're hopping in, I don't think that's that. It probably isn't that bad. Since I was replaying it, like replaying, because I've been TT by Deep twice. So like, even though, you know, replaying it, I think because of that, like, I want to not skip past any of the dialogue, but like, you know, go for it a bit faster than if I'm trying to like absorb everything for the first time. But sorry, blinked. It's like, you know, I think like people who starting off with starting with it, like brand new game, it probably doesn't affect them as much as it would affect me. But, you know, I still think that's, you know, generally a worse thing to have. But besides that, like, I don't know, it's still TTYD, it's still a fucking peak video game. And, like, even though those aspects do suck, you know, things like the quality of life things that make it quicker to go through, like the reducing, like, backtracking in, like, Chapter 4, which, for the record, I didn't even think Chapter 4 is that bad in regards to backtracking. Like, I never cared that much. The only really annoying thing I hated in TTYD was finding General White. Even if that was even if it's maybe exaggerated, you know, it's still like it was still like my least favorite part of the game, like by far. And you know, so that's obviously, you know, reduced in terms of annoyance, and like just general quality of life stuff is nice. It's very nice, and it's still TTYD. Like I could not really hate it. I think here is about where it will go. It could, I do love Katana Zero a lot, so like I could put it above it, but like I don't know, TTYD it's like a nice combination of like, it makes me kind of nostalgic too, while also being fucking peak. So you know, it you know, it's around this way area for me. And that brings us to the last video game here. I'm gonna drink some water first, you know, charge up my throat. Cause I'm fucking dying. I'm not used to yapping this much, so. Alright, let me stop dilly-dallying. Alright, so last game we have here is Ys, the Oath of Felghana. Or is it in? Sorry, I don't remember the games I play. But what you know is that this game is fucking peak. Like, okay, I can't say it on a whim. I say that way too much. I'm like starting to default to it in my brain when it's not true. But obviously I started this game after I played Ys 6. And I was super impressed with just how this game is fucking addicting as fuck to play. Like, it's sick. Like, it's actually so fucking good for like no reason. Like, I don't know. Like the battles, like they all felt like, I don't know, intense. It was fun. The music is fucking amazing too. Like, I didn't comment on for, actually I did. I think I commented on for at least for this game. Obviously the music in these are all really good too, but like this game in particular has so many like hardcore bangers that like I'm seated. It's so good. The like narrative, the story, it's also pretty good. Like I like all the characters. Like I don't know, I saw a lot of characters, but like what's there is pretty good. Like I was really impressed with this game. It's either on like the very cusp of like here-ish or like easily the top of S. Like it's easily here for me. It's really fun. But oops, no. But it could be like here. And I kind of want to have a Ys game in S+ tier because it's kind of been controlling my brain as of late. So like I think I'll put it there. Like if someone said, Jordan, you have to move something, like it might be like this, but like I really loved this game. So yeah, is there anything else I want to comment on? I don't know, Adol's cute. I like him. He's Cookie Crunch. Elena, I think your name is. She's very cute. They're all cute. I love this art style. I miss it. I miss Trails in the Sky, like aesthetic. I don't know. That's probably it. It's peak. I love it. Yeah. I'll go with that for now. So, I mean, that means everything is ranked. And it also means I don't actually have a D tier, which is accurate. Like, if I don't really hate anything here. Well, obviously I don't. But, like, I noticed that this year, like, I never really, like, I didn't finish anything I really outright hated. Like, the closest is probably either 4 days. Either that or, like, Oshino Ko, not technically speaking. It'd be either this or this. The only reason this is still so high is because I still like if I had to put something in D, like if I took all of my hatred towards like how the story ended, like it would probably be the only thing in D. But like I do still like the early stuff quite a bit. So like I don't know. It's complicated. I'll leave it there, I think. But like if I was really mad, I would put it here. But I'm trying to be nice and look past the my complete anger and apathy towards the end. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. I guess I can review the ordering of everything. S+ tier is definitely about right. Like, again, ReZero, I kind of cheat. I kind of threw it in here, even though it shouldn't be here, because technically it's not like it's completed. But I like it a lot. And it's peak, and it fucking peak. I don't know. But yeah, like, I kind of cheated that in here. I guess I could put it, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know. But yeah, this is a super weird comparison to episode OVA. Oh, I mean, I gotta stop anything, but you know what I mean, right? Like, probably Blue Archive goes here. Blue Archive could honestly honestly, I guess, like, the order of this is pretty, like, it's very flexible. Like, this top 3 is very easy for me, but, like, there's kind of, like, subsections, like, this, well, I guess that's fucking everything. Like, this up to this is very flexible for me. Like, one day if I wake up, I'm like, wow, I love Mika. Mika, she's my queen, I love her. Like, it could be like, oh, maybe it's like here. But, at the same time, like, I don't know. Like, maybe, like, oops, I'm fucking everything up. Like, it might be like this. I mean, Finale and so is still really good too. It's super hard to tell. And like, obviously for some reasons, like, it can be like this too. But like, Teach by You just makes me so fucking happy. Like, I love that game. We'll deal with this order though, I guess. Yeah, I think. And then this tier, low-key, maybe like this might be, I don't know, it's weird. It's basically like, in my Have Trying Value, like, Nadeko Draw versus like this stuff. But also H-Star stuff too. I'm kind of brain rot about that game, unfortunately. Yeah, I think this is still, again, super flexible. Like, this 4 things could go either way. And then HSR, I think it averages about to, like, the peaks have been pretty great for me. But, like, okay, if I ignored the 2 dog shit opening arcs, what is stopping me from putting it higher? Liking Silver Case stuff more generally, I guess. But I love Firefly and stuff too. I don't know. Maybe like this. Maybe this is the order. Because, like, the specific Shiryabu stuff I probably like more, generally speaking, than HSR. And then, like, I like that, but I probably like HSR more than the other stuff. Maybe-ish. And then I mean, dude, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. We can make a Silver Case sandwich. It's all fucking peak. I like it all, whatever. Then Dananago's here, and I'm embracing my TJA1 love. I'm leaving it there. Probably. Like, I don't know, it activates neurons in my head that make me happy. Even if it's all from, like, 1.5 cases. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Yes, yeah, there's a lot I love about it. Yeah, probably like, let's see where you definitely goes above. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. I mean, it's still peak game, but you know what I mean. Look back, I think I put this above. Do I? I don't know, dude. This one, we'll do. AI 2 sub is really good. Maybe like. Maybe like this for S tier. Actually, this should be a little higher. Maybe, okay, well I say that, but like, maybe like this. This is super weird to order. And for A tier, it seems about right. Like, this could be like here. Cause like, I don't know, I really like, Link Between Worlds is like Link to the Past at home for me. Even though it should probably be the other way around if you're not like a freak. But I like Link to the Past. Be free arc if I go both Link's Awakening. Yeah, and then B. I think I'll leave Oshinoko down here because I can't fully separate it from my disappointment of later stuff. I guess so. I guess I have to really like there. Yeah. Or like this. And then C. I'm not gonna try to order fucking C. I cannot be bothered. It's, for the record, before anyone gets mad at me, I mean, you can get mad at me, but like, C tier is still like, basically, if I had to say how I rank like numerical ratings, like these are all 10 out of 10s. This is like 9 bordering on 10. This is like 8. This is 7, and this is like a 6. Like maybe a 5 towards like the end, but like a 6. I would give all these either like a 6 or a 5. And, like, for the record, anything that isn't 4 and under, I respect. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for my tier list of ranking everything. Yeah. I don't really have much else to say. If you somehow listen to me yap for, it's gonna be like almost a bit over 4 hours, almost 5. I mean, thank you. I do really appreciate it. Yeah, more videos over next year, besides like 2. I am hopeful that the O3 translation or the localization will be out next year, because that'd be fun to work on and talk about. Because I'm really excited to replay that game for Rants. I don't remember very far of Rants, but yeah, Rants 03. I'm hoping that comes out next year, because I want to talk about it. But yeah, that's it. Once again, thank you for watching. I will see you around. And just in case, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and yeah, see ya.